welcome back. I know it's been a little bit long since I've done a video on this channel and everything that comes along with that, but we had 3 shows this weekend. I'm not gonna cover the one that happened in Libya, just because I don't really know much information about that. I just know that it was Mehdi's client that won that, so congratulations to him on going to the Olympia. We're gonna cover the Mexico and the Europa and what happened in those shows, as honestly, like, it was surprising, but not surprising at the same time. So let's just get right into it. So right here, guys, we have the top 5 at the Europa. In the center, we have the winner, Sidy Pouye. We have second, Ali Bilal. Third, we have, oh my God, I can't pronounce his name, but I talk to him on Instagram all the time. So it's a DME. I think it's a DME. So we have him in third, Isaac Francis in fourth, and Momo Physique in fifth. Muhammad Ali, I think, is his name. And honestly, a super stacked lineup. I mean, you look at these guys and their physiques, super freaking, like, crazy, right? Crazy, crazy, crazy. The one thing I didn't predict right that did happen is Sidy won, right? So it's interesting to see Sidy come into this show, like, I think like 7 weeks out from the Olympia, right? Or like 6 weeks out from the Olympia. It's really interesting to see him hop into a show prior to, his Olympia prep. So I'm sure him and his coach probably wanted to do it just to be on point or something. But it's honestly kind of surprising to see him step into a show. And at this point, I think he might just hop onto Legion. I don't think he's told anyone or anything like that, but I could see him joining Legion unexpectedly, right? Just, I could see it. And he's been placing so good at these shows. I mean, he just took down 9th in the world. He's won 2 shows this year. He came 3rd behind Corey Morris and Ryan Banks at the New York Pro. So he's honestly putting a great name for himself out there, right? And congratulations to Sidy for his 3rd win this year. Honestly, making a name for himself in the scene if he hasn't already. And I wanted to just show you guys the top 3 right here. So we have Sidy in the center, we have Ali Bilal on the left, and then we have Adeyemi on the right. All former Olympians, and they look fantastic. Sidy is really putting it together now, though, and really building that men's physique look that they really want for him. So that was all that really happened in Europa. Nothing too crazy other than that. The top 3, like, was pretty much spot on. My boy Fibo, unfortunately, he is dealing with some things. I'm not gonna share that because that's personal things that we just talked about. So he's been dealing with things, but he'll be on for the Olympia hopefully. So Fibo came in 6th at this show, and let's just say he came in about like 80%, guys. So coming 6th at 80%, and yeah, obviously he's got some time to add some size back on. I'm sure that's what the judges have been telling him. So see what happens there at the Olympia with Fibo. Now we have the Mexico Grand, right, that just happened. And here's our top 3, right? So we have Edvan, Joshua Guidry, Alexander Toplin. The crazy thing about this that not a lot of people predicted, but I did warn, I didn't make a video on it, but if you follow me on Instagram, I'm always trying to update on there. I did warn, don't be surprised what Josh does at this show, right? Josh sent me his check-ins throughout the week and everything like that, and guys, he looks so different. He's got a new coach. He's under Team Zero Gravity, and so here are the placings, right? We have Edvan in the center. Sorry, the photo's not the best. Edvan in the center winning, getting 1st. Josh taking 2nd. 3rd is Toplin. And then unfortunately, I don't know who 4th and 5th are. Sorry about that. But Josh passed Toplin just after losing to him last weekend at the Sasquatch Pro. So he really brought it, man. Under this new coach, he's really bringing that fullness, the tightness, and everything that he needs. Obviously, he's got to up his back just a little bit more in his shoulders, and he's got plenty of time to do that, like, throughout his career. So right now, he's already establishing himself as one of those top contenders, and I know that he's doing the Cali show in Anaheim, so if if you guys are pulling up, you better bring it, because Josh, I promise you, Josh is coming lights out to that show. So that is the top 5 there. I just want to show you guys some photos, right? So here is 3rd place. We had Alexander Toplin. I couldn't really find too much on these shows. They were really hard because it's not like a state show or anything like that. So like the coverage isn't the best, unfortunately. So this is Toplin, right? He's just not as full and as tight as the judges would like to see him, right? You got to remember, he's a bigger athlete, a taller athlete, so they want him to look like he has more size than the other competitors rather than him, you know, looking smaller and being the taller guy. So he has a great package. I don't know what Alex is doing. I think he said this was his last show, so I think he's shutting it down. It's going to be a hard pill to swallow. I'm going to wait for his video, probably throw some clips of it whenever he uploads a video saying what he's planning ahead and everything like that. But congratulations to Toplin taking 3rd. I know it's not what you wanted, but it's a big step in your bodybuilding career. So then we have 2nd, which was Joshua Guidry. This pose that he hits in his back pose is honestly crazy. It just shows like all the detail and everything in his back, and it's honestly a crazy pose to see him hit, right? And then here's his front, where he looks lights out, peeled and full. Like I said, just a little bit more shoulders. But he's there, man. He's right there. He's right there. He's going to get it at Anaheim. And then I wanted to throw out this little posing video. I only saw it on Edvan's page. So this is Edvan. I love these little posing videos. But Edvan's routine I really love. I've taken a little bit of it too into my own routine. Just because I've been trying to do the hands-off approach for myself, right? So Edvan is the definition of peeled and full at the same exact time. So he actually lost 5 kg, I believe, from the Sasquatch Pro, which is about 12 pounds. And you can really tell in his midsection, right? His waist looks a lot tighter. His back he fixed his back pose, right? He lowered the arm, so his back pose looks on the money now, right? Very good back and very good density on his back. That's what really shines through Edvan's back, right? So I love Edvan's physique, and super peeled. So congratulations to Edvan for winning back-to-back shows. I don't know if he's running San Antonio. Currently, he's not on the list, but obviously I'll tell you guys on Friday what's up with that. And yeah, so that's just the review on those shows. And then I wanted to go over, this just came out literally today. This right here is the weight caps, right? So I believe this is the old classic weight caps. That's all this really is, I think. Not really much thought into it, right? So I've just seen a few athletes respond and stuff like this. So Toplin is 6'3", correct? 6'3". He can go up to 239. Imagine Toplin with 23 more pounds, right? So it's like, because he came in at 216, usually comes in about 220, 222-ish. So I mean, I don't know if the top end, if you really want to get that heavy, because then you're not really streamlined. I feel like you're not going to be rewarded, unfortunately, even though you follow within the criteria of the weight limit. But yeah, it's going to be hard for some of these guys. I mean, people that are 5'9", trying to hit 194, 5'8", that are trying to hit 187, or even Jason, right? Jason's 5'6", and he's allowed to get to 177. So that'll be interesting, because I know he had to really, really push and struggle to get to 175 for Vancouver and the Republic of Texas. So a lot of these guys, it's going to be really hard, really, really deep struggles for them to make this weight. But unfortunately, or not unfortunately, fortunately, they have the coaches behind them, right? They have Cuts, they have Team Zero Gravity, they have Omar. All these guys are really going to get their athletes right. A lot of these athletes think they're bigger than they are, unfortunately. So losing weight and cutting down, I mean, Jason is a great example of really bringing a physique out when you cut down and not having all that extra excess weight. I don't know exactly if it's muscle or what, but Jason looked lights out when he lost 13 pounds, right? Edvan looked better when he lost 12 kg. So we'll just have to see how this pans out, but this is the weight caps that are going to be implied as soon as the Olympia is over. I imagine this is going to affect the Olympia placings a little bit, just because they want to use it as a like a stepping stone, right? So I believe this is going to be interesting to see. This would be a trial year, I believe, and then they'll adjust this probably the following year, right? So that's really all I got, guys. Nothing too much to talk about. We do have the Anaheim coming up this weekend, along with the San Antonio, and fourth in the world, Charjo Grant is stepping back onto the circuit to try to get that qualification. So I will talk about all that on Friday's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk about more of the Olympia because we getting close, guys. We getting close. All right, take care. Love you guys. Thanks for the support.